What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the channel. Give me just 1 second here. What's up, guys? So Bitcoin is currently falling below the $12,000 mark. If you have been watching this channel, we've been looking out for something like this in the past few videos. We've been expecting sideways action going throughout the month of July. And right now, it looks like we are getting sideways action right now. This is sort of like what I was expecting throughout this month. I didn't expect us to hit 13,000 again necessarily, but you know, this is Bitcoin, guys. You know, I'm expecting sideways action, possibly creating a pennant formation of some kind. And then, you know, a potential break, you know, of course, in either direction. Again, I'm leaning towards the downside right now. Here, let me actually adjust some of these lines here. Didn't have much time to set up. So we are still well within the parabolic trajectory right now, but we're getting these lower highs at the moment. So it is becoming increasingly more likely that we are going to actually get a breakdown in the near future below the parabolic trajectory, and that is what I'm expecting right now. Just bring out our fib extension right here. So we got a nice bounce off the 382 fib extension and retraced back up past the 236. Personally, I thought the 236 was going to be our resistance, but we continued past it. Got the lower high just above 13,000 here on Binance BTC to USDT. And now we're pulling back below the $12,000 mark. Let me actually get rid of this real quick, so it looks a little bit more clear there. So yeah, right now, guys, I mean, we could pull back to the 236 and get a bounce off of, you know, maybe 11,500. Could be a short-term support level, possibly, and give us a little bit more sideways action. I mean, we can pull back as low as, you know, about 10,700 and still maintain within the parabolic trajectory and potentially get a bounce off this level and trade within this range. And this is what I'm looking for, guys. Sideways action throughout the month of July. And that is what I think we're going to be getting here. Unless the dump, you know, ends up being a lot stronger. And if it does, if we break below the parabolic trajectory before, you know, anytime soon, then things could get a lot more bearish a lot faster. But right now, I mean, we're still sitting above our upsloping support line here in the short term. We're still sitting above the 236 fib extension. So, you know, we could find some support at 11,500, which is the nearest support level, in my opinion, would be about 11,500 to find support. If we do find support there, we could, you know, just start testing in this range and possibly, you know, start ranging into this apex and then potentially, you know, start the breakdown after. That is my, you know, my best guess is that 14,000 was the blow off top, and we are likely to test down to about the 618 golden retrace. That is what I'm looking for. And I would say my best guess would that would take place in the month of August. I'm not sure when, but my best guess is that the test of the 618 fib retracement would take place in August. And then of course rallying out of here for the long term. Once again, finding support for the long term. This drawing's not the best, but you know, it does seem extreme. You know, it does seem like an extreme pullback when you look at it like this. Right? Let's just say we do pull back in August. You know, in between the 618 and the 50% retrace, and we get a rally. It does seem a bit extreme, but if you back out to actually, I would have to do it on another chart. But if you look at it, in log scale, it's really not that substantial at all, actually, for Bitcoin, guys. This is like pretty standard. If you're looking at previous bull markets, this is what happens, guys, right? Especially like this is a great example. You get, you know, you hit this low right here, you rally up to about 3,000, and you find your blow off top. You get a nice pushback, which is what we just saw on the weekly. And then you just, you know, you begin your sideways action. You eventually retrace, you know, back towards the 618 fib retracement. In this case, we retraced in between the 618 and the 50% retrace. And then you create that larger scale parabolic formation, right? And that's how large scale bull runs are formed, guys, right? Things. I think we're good. The stream cut out there for a second. Let me know, guys. Let me know if we are good. I'll go through chat here in a second. Let me know if everything is okay. The stream just dipped out for a second. Are we good, guys? Let me know. Let me know. But you know, right now, you know, guys, we have a lot of great examples of this. We have a lot of great examples of this. You know, of course, this is getting up to all-time highs here. Guys, check this out. We good, guys? Check this out. Look at this. Look at this run right here. You know, off this low, we hit a high. We get a blow off top. We have a nice pushback, sideways action, pullback right to the 618 fib retracement. We break above all-time highs. Off this low, we run up to 3,000, pull back right up to the 618 fib retracement, and we get a bounce. You know, this, of course, things became extremely parabolic during the media mania phase in this area. But right now, it's looking extremely similar, guys. It's looking extremely similar that we might be getting a pullback towards the 618 fib retracement and a rally out of here for the long term, right? This is how large-scale bull runs are formed. This is how it's done, guys. This is how it's done in the Bitcoin market. This is how it's always been done, and this is what I've been looking out for. People have been calling me crazy for looking for a pullback in recent times, but I think it's quite reasonable of an idea. This is just how it's done, guys. Right, in Bitcoin. And we have a lot of great examples from the past during all of these parabolic lows. Actually, let's bring this into... Now we need log. Yeah, off this low, rejection, pushback, sideways action, 618, bounce. Hit this low, rally to 3,000, rejection, pushback, sideways action, pull back to 618, and bounce, right? And that, to me, is looking like what we're seeing right now. Getting a nice run up. Of course, this is looking a little bit more bearish now, actually. A little bit more bearish than the other ones. But, you know, this run had a lot more velocity to it than these, right? Bitcoin is far more well-known. There's a lot more activity, a lot more market participants right now. So, yeah, maybe this pullback is a little bit harsher. It could be. But I would say, you know, about 7,500 would be the proper level to find support and rally out of here again. And to create a large-scale parabolic move would be something like this, guys. I think this is quite a reasonable thought to have and a quite reasonable prediction to make. What's up, guys? Guys, let me know in the chat. Do you guys think we will hit the 618 fib extension or at least close to it? Press 1 for yes and 2 for no. Let me know in the chat, guys. I'm going to go through chat real quick. Oh, let's see. I think, yeah, stream seems to be good. It's getting crazy out there, Devin. Yes, it is. It's getting pretty crazy out here. We'll see, though. We'll see how it plays out. Let's go back to the Binance chart. Right, you know, if you're just looking at it like this, we're still, you know, maintaining above this upward sloping trend line. If you look at it from linear, this is our parabolic support line. We got a hit, a support hit right off the 382 fib extension, which is lining directly up with the parabolic support line. And we got a nice rally. And now we're creating that lower high, looking like we're getting some more sideways action. So we'll see here, guys. Got 2 days left on this 3-day candle. We've got 3.5 hours left on the daily. It's looking like a nice sell-off on the daily here. And again, the closest support level is the 236 coming in at 11,500, which did act as good support. Good resistance here, good support here, some resistance here as well. So we fell straight through that 12,000 level, looking like we might come up towards 11,500 pretty soon. It could also be, you know, closer to 11,300, depending on which level you're looking at. I don't like to get too specific with prices. It's better to just keep it general, in my opinion. Mike Hart says, we go up in the weeks and we go down in a day. This is trading in a Ferrari. You guys, this is Bitcoin, right? Again, like I always say, the bull is a conspiratorial animal, right? The bulls, you know, they work in herds, they work together. The bear stands alone. The bear stands alone, guys. Hold on, do I have my... Forgot. All right, so I asked the chat, do you guys think we are going to hit the 618 fib retracement here off of our So, you know, of course, linear looks a little different. Log makes a little bit more sense, right? I asked the chat, are we going to hit the 618 fib retracement? And chat seems pretty split, seems pretty 50-50. Again, guys, you know, one thing I talked about, guys, if you haven't looked at my last video, definitely check out my last video where I talk about all this stuff. You know, one potential that we have right now is that we actually trade into this apex and continue the bullish momentum, right? We're still within the parabolic trajectory. We could still actually rally out of here and, you know, break out into a new high, a new yearly high here. And I can't draw. But yes, guys, this is totally possible right now. I think it's less likely, but I think it's totally possible. We haven't actually fallen below the parabolic support line. Now, one thing I want to look at is Litecoin. Litecoin is actually breaking below its parabolic support. And Litecoin has been a bit of a leading indicator in the market in recent times. Litecoin seeing a pretty intense sell-off right now, falling below that parabolic support line. And of course, if you drop horizontal line on the $100 level, you'll see that the $100 level acted at, it's an extremely critical level. Good support here, you know, support here. Acted as good resistance here. You had good resistance and support here. So the $100 level for Litecoin is extremely critical. And we're coming up on it right now, and we're breaking below the parabolic support line. There's a few other coins I want to look at as well. Ethereum getting a little bit more horizontal action right now, having that blow off top at $364 here on Coinbase, and it, you know, looking like we are potentially also breaking out of the parabolic support line for Ethereum as well, right? We, you know, check it out on linear. You know, of course, you know, technically, it looks like we are breaking out of it right now. The volume doesn't look too good. It looks like we are pulling back below our parabolic trajectory here. You know, you really, if you're a bull, you really wanted to see this maintain above, you know, $290 and maintain this support line and continue to break out. But right now we're trading sideways and we're, you know, trading out of the range, right? Sometimes you don't actually need to just break a level. Sometimes you just need to trade through a level and you can break that level. Yeah, Litecoin looking quite bearish right now. We'll see $100, extremely critical support. XRP, you know, just doing what it always does, which is trading in between, you know, 26 cents and 50 cents, right? This is what XRP always does. So nothing new here, just getting a bit of a pullback for XRP. And Chainlink still maintaining to find, still able to find some support at the $3 level. Getting a bounce off the 302 fib extension right now. Yeah, it was looking quite bearish. We did get a descending triangle breakdown actually here. We actually did get a descending triangle breakdown for Chainlink. If I can mark this up a little better. Right, check this out. Chainlink did see a descending triangle and a breakdown, right? We are finding a little bit of support right now at $3. In order to, you know, maintain the bullish momentum of this entire blue sky breakout parabolic run, you need to break back above $3.30, really, right? You need to get back above this level, break above the downward sloping resistance, and build support and continue up, right? That is that. If you, you know, if you're looking to buy Chainlink, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This would be a good level to look for, but you definitely need to look for that volume. That, you know, Chainlink desperately needs volume right now. And it needs to break above $3.30 and maintain above that level. But you never know. I mean, technically we are still within the parabolic trajectory, although it's getting to that point where we actually might break below, right? You could argue that this was a break of the parabolic trajectory right here, breaking below. For Chainlink, breaking below $3.25, you could have argued that this was our break of the parabolic trajectory, but we are still maintaining above $3, which is a whole number. In crypto, whole numbers play a big role. And it's also the 382 fib extension. We're getting some support off that now. So Chainlink desperately needs some support right now, desperately needs to break above $3.30. If you can't do that, if you fall below $3, then this parabolic run is ending, guys, for Chainlink. If you fall below $3, then Chainlink will be exiting the parabolic run and most likely you know, finding support at lower levels, right? And here is your 618 fib retracement at $2. So you could possibly expect Chainlink to retest to the $2 level before actually rallying out of here, guys, right? So $2 would be the next target. Most likely, if Chainlink can't hold $3, you'd be looking for a test off of the golden retrace at about $2, and hopefully you can hold that and maintain, this previous significant resistance area. Could turn into support here. Of course, guys, the price went from, for Chainlink, the price went from $2 to $3. Well, really, all the way up to $4.50, but found support at $3. From $2 to $3, this area right here for Chainlink, guys, not much, nothing, really nothing, right? So if you break below $3, you're going to be looking for $2. And $2 is coming in at this critical resistance, and $2 is coming in at the 618 fib retracement. So $2 is really that reaccumulation zone you'd be looking for Chainlink right now. So we'll see. Also, another interesting one, BNB, guys. BNB had an incredible parabolic trajectory, parabolic run. You can also look at this in log scale. Makes it a little bit more clear. Support, just maintaining this trajectory, and we are now trading sideways. We are trading out of the range, guys, right? Sometimes in order to break a level, you don't have to trade through it. You don't have to actually break it. You can just trade straight through it and the level's broken. And right now, BNB is doing that. And also, in my opinion, Ethereum is also doing that. BNB is also doing that, kind of just trading through the support level. And Litecoin just snapped below recently. Let's actually check this out on the 30-minute for Litecoin. Yeah, pretty harsh movement down. 1, 2, 3 30-minute candles got you from 118 to 102.50. So that was a quick dump for Litecoin there, and that is a break below the parabolic trajectory for Litecoin. And now $100 is extremely critical for Litecoin, guys. Anybody can see this, right? Resistance, support, resistance and support, and resistance. And of course, this breakdown level right here. So $100, if you can hold that, you might have a chance. But if Litecoin breaks $100, it's really not looking too hot. But we'll see. $100 should act as good support for the time being. It should, depending on what Bitcoin does. Ethereum getting more horizontal right now. This was for my video the other day. If you haven't watched that video, definitely check it out, called Bitcoin Parabolic Reset. Definitely check that out if you haven't already. And so, yeah, this is what I was just talking about before the stream, if you guys weren't here watching it. This is our upward sloping trend line. It's possible that we actually, here's our higher low trajectory, here's our upward sloping trajectory. It's possible that, we maintain bullish. We're still within the parabolic trajectory. We could test down to about 10,700 to find support and trade into an apex here and potentially bounce out and possibly get new yearly highs. That is definitely a potential here, guys. Personally, I'm looking for sideways, as I've been saying for the past week or so, I'm looking for sideways action going through July and a breakdown. If I can draw here, just do it like this. Looking for sideways action going into July and then a potential breakdown going into August, right? So personally, the best guess I can make, it could be September, it could be sooner, it's most likely not going to be sooner, but I would say about August is when we'd be looking for a test to the 618 fib retracement, which does, of course, guys, it seems harsh. It seems like a harsh pullback, but this is what happens all the time in Bitcoin's history when a parabolic, when bull runs are being formed, guys. This is how it plays out. You bounce off a low, major rejection, a pushback, sideways action, 618 gets hit, and you rally. All-time highs are being broken here, and you rally up. Off this low, rally up to 3,000, rejection, pushback, sideways action, pull back to the 618, and you rally out, right? And then we became extremely parabolic here. I guess you could also look at it there as well. Which is also a perfect example right here, guys. Another perfect example. Off this low, you rally up, get rejected off 5,000, pull back to the 618, bounce out. So what I'm looking for right here is we rally out, rally up, gets a rejection, a slight pushback, sideways action, and a pullback. Now, of course, it could be later. It could be September, October, possibly, right? It doesn't have to be August. it might not be August. It might be anywhere from August to October. But you know, we get the rally, pullback, the pushback, sideways action, hit the 618, and rally out of here for the long term, guys. This is just how it's done, guys. This is just how it's done. Let me go through chat real quick. Told you 2.5 for Chainlink coming. Yeah, I mean, you know, I would say $2 is the more likely target right now. 2.5 would be short-term support. For Chainlink, you'd be looking at $2, you know, the 50% retrace as short-term support. The ultimate support for reaccumulation and, you know, the ultimate support test would be about $2 coming in at the 618 and this previous critical resistance here, guys. XRP looking like it wants to test back to the low again. Nothing new there. Just going through some charts. Yeah, BNB. This is going to be interesting, guys. Let's check out our fibs for BNB and see what happens. Wait. From the ultimate low to the ultimate high. This is like, you know, this is your 618 right here. This is your golden retrace coming in just above $18. So if BNB was going to retest the golden retrace, you'd be looking at just above $18, which is, I guess, possible, but we'll see. I mean, guys, BNB is a revenue producing crypto, so it could remain more bullish than most coins. But you know, a full retrace for a support test would be coming in, you know, just below, in between $18 to $20, really, coming in just above the 618 there. But we'll see. We'll see. BNB is a little bit of a different beast, guys. BNB is a little bit of a different beast. So let's check out Bitcoin again. Up into the 1 hour. Get some good rejection off of 13,100, pulling back. So we're coming in just above 11,500 here on the hourly. That nice tether push, and then the dump. The activity on the Binance exchange, guys, was insane if you were watching it the past few days. The orders that were coming through were unbelievable. And it was most likely to do with tether. But anyway, we'll see. We have this upsloping support right now, which is what we're hitting here at 11,600, or exactly where we bounced, which was 11,660. But I would say that, you know, the strongest support you're looking for is 11,500, right? So I would say we could extend back to 11,500 before finding major support. You know, ultimately right now, guys, Bitcoin can pull back to, let's just say, you know, we bounce here, whatever. Bitcoin can pull back to, I would say 10,700, depending on how long it takes, maybe 11,000 before getting a bounce and trade into this range and getting some more sideways action. You know, of course, if we're more bearish, we might break down sooner. But I would say it's likely that we are probably going to trade to, you know, that the sideways action that I'm looking for, guys. I think it's quite likely right now. You know, trading above the parabolic support line, the parabolic support curve, and below this downward sloping resistance, get some sideways action, and eventually break towards, you know, whether it's August, September, you know, of course, you're probably going to be looking for more sideways before actually getting the pullback, right? You know, might not be that sideways, but something like this, right? 50% to the 618, somewhere. I would say probably in between. That's generally what happens with Bitcoin. But again, guys, just one more time. I'm not going to be streaming for too long, guys. This is just rinse and repeat for Bitcoin when it comes to bull markets, right? Everyone thinks I'm a bear, but I'm looking at this as a bull, actually. Funny enough, I'm actually looking at this as a bull. This is how it goes. Bounce off to support. get rejection, a pushback, sideways action, hit the 618, rally, break all-time highs, bounce off support, hit 33,000, rejection, pushback, sideways action, hit the 618, rally, hit rejection, I mean, you know, pullback, hit the 618, rally, right? And this is just it, guys. It's really that simple. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Maybe we continue up. You know, again, like I was showing, you know, maybe we actually rally out, right? This is another possibility. Maybe we actually maintain the parabolic support line and go for, you know, anywhere, you know, 16, I would say 16 to, really anywhere from 15 to 17,000, probably 16,000, 17,000 would be the most likely target for the next run. If we were going to maintain bullish, 16 to 17,000, right? But again, personally, I would say this is far more likely. This is just how bull markets are formed, guys. If you want a healthy bull market, this is what you need to look for right now. Let's see what chat's saying. Gonna go through chat real quick. So just going through chat. Just want to see what you guys are saying. When we were down in the bear market, we were lucky to get 12 billion total volume in the market, says Daily Dose. Kevin Blanger, what's up? Jonathan Baker, Cowie Girl, XRP Andy, all the regulars, Guilty Pleasure. What's up, everybody? But anyway, guys, I've been streaming for about a half hour now. I didn't want to make this stream too long. Just wanted to come on and talk to you guys for a second. Again, this type of action is very, very common when Bitcoin is forming a long-term bullish market, right? Like when you're forming a long-term bull run, this is what it looks like. You get a nice rally and you pull back to the 618 retrace and you rally. All the examples you need are right here, guys. These are all the examples you need. Right? Get resistance and hit the 618 or at least close to it. Get resistance and hit the 618 or at least close to it, which is right here. You can't see it, 618. Right? So this is just what happens, right? And so we'll see. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident in this idea right now. This is the other potential that we trade into the apex and continue parabolic, and we'd be looking for a much higher target, closer to probably to 17,000, 16 to 17,000, and at that point you'd probably be going for all-time highs. If we break above 14,000, 15,000, at that point you'd probably be hitting all-time high, which is why I personally don't think it's likely, and I don't think it's going to happen. It makes far more sense to, you know, have a profit-taking period, regain support, let people accumulate at proper levels, have a proper accumulation period, bounce off of the 618, and get this thing going again for the long term, guys. Think long term. Rich and Wealthy says, when's the next stream? 14 to 50K this week? I personally don't think so, guys. Guys, again, you know, just like the last, you know, all these parabolic moves, you get that nice rejection and a pushback, sideways action, and a pullback. Nice rejection. You know, this was a little bit harsher because we were becoming even more parabolic. But even like right here, guys, one of the first ones, got rejection, pushback, sideways action, pullback to the 618. I don't think we're gonna hit 15K this week, guys. I don't think so. I think it's quite likely that we get our pullback to proper levels for reaccumulation, good support test, and then we bounce. That is what I'm looking for now. Ghost Akasa says, I know you would go live today. How good to see you. What's up, dude? But yeah, Southside Player says only came back for the bad news. You guys, like, yes, that is the niche of my channel, is going live or making, like, predicting downside is apparently what people want to watch me for. I don't get views when I talk about bullish stuff, so this is apparently what people want to see. Guys, again, I'm looking at this as a bull. Look at the chart. Yes, I'm looking for downside, but I'm looking at this as a long-term bull, guys. The bear precedes the bull, right? This is just how it is. And we can have examples of this. We have infinite examples of this even in the other bull markets for Bitcoin. This is just it, guys. But we'll see. I could be wrong. Something like this could also take place, right? Bitcoin could remain extremely bullish. And at that point, if we break above 15, 16,000, I would say we're probably breaking all-time highs, but I don't think it's likely right now. I don't think so, but we'll see. Again, guys, I am looking at this as a bull, just short-term bearish, which is, if you study charts and you understand markets, this is normal, right? Like, you got to expect downside. You got to look out for the downside. You got to take advantage of the downside, right? It should be a normal thing for any experienced person. Heard the theory of the halvening, so BTC to 2020 is priced in months before the halvening, so expect a major push in the next 6 months. Yeah, in the next 6 months, sure. Yeah, I mean, but, a pullback within the next few months in a rally to proceed that next May, I believe. Yeah, guys, this would be a perfect setup for the halvening. This would be a perfect setup. Pulling back, hitting the 618.75, about 7,500, and rallying out for the long term would be a great setup for the halvening, guys. Camardo, what is up? Says, did you take profits on Link, Kev? I'm not going to disclose that. It's too good for FOMO idiots. It's too good for FOMO idiots? What, you mean this price action? I'm not sure what you're saying there. Caprithio, what's up, dude? What is up, guys? I see a lot of familiar faces. Guys, again, let me know in the chat. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Are we going to get a pullback to this 618? Or are we going to find a new high in a fashion like this? So if you believe that we are going to be going up soon, like this, press 1. If you think we are going to get, a classic routine pullback to the 618 before in the creation of a long-term bull market, press 2. Let's see, I'm curious to see. So this is 2. If you guys think that this is going to take place, this is 2. And if you think that this is going to take place, this is 1. So press 1 for continued upside if you actually believe it's going to happen, or press 2 for this if you actually believe it's going to happen. Let's see. I got a lot of 2s now. Maybe I did a good job of convincing. Been trading all these moves direct over time, going back to a hodl strategy. Says Yippee. I mean, guys, long term, yeah, guys, hodling has proven to actually be a great strategy in the long term. It's actually proven to be fantastic. The only people who aren't in the profits right now are people who bought, in between mid-November and January, going into 2018. Those are the only people that are actually in the red, other than the people who just screwed around, right? But if you've been hodling, it's pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Of course, again, you might see some downside in the near future, as I'm expecting. Some sideways action going through July, pull back into August, September in a rally. You might get that. But again, guys, if you've been hodling, I mean, it's been quite good. It's been quite good. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. So I appreciate you guys all tuning in and been going for about 40 minutes. Definitely smash the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Edward, what's up, man? Holding Bitcoin, not altcoins. Yeah, guys, altcoins are let me check something out. Altcoins have really not been doing too hot. And this is another thing, guys. There's definitely a lack of value in this market right now. Why is it, again, why is it that every asset is doing the same exact thing, guys? Why? It's because there's no value there, right? A lot of these coins are absolute trash, you know, excuse my French, but a lot of these coins are absolute trash, guys. There's no value here, so they all trade alongside Bitcoin. They just go up with Bitcoin, they go down with Bitcoin generally. Of course, you know, alt season, whatever. I don't think it's going to be like last time. I don't think so. I think a few key coins will have their season. And I think Chainlink is going to be one of those coins, but we'll see. Again, Chainlink can pull back to the 618. It could. If we break below $3, if we maintain $3, then we could see a continued rally and a continuation of the parabolic move. But if you break below $3, likely you're going to be looking for about $2. Pretty critical moment for Chainlink right now. Potential descending triangle breakdown. I think Chainlink will be one of those coins, one of my favorite cryptos right now. But yeah, guys, there's definitely a lack of value in this market still. A lot of these coins are not going to last, just so you know, most likely. I mean, I could be wrong, but a lot of these coins are not going to last. Right, and this is crypto, right? This is blockchain technology, so things don't get delisted. I mean, well, they do get delisted, but they will always exist. The data will always be there. So no one's going to tell you that it's crap, right? You have to figure that out for yourself. Oh, somebody says, I'm buying 1,000 link F it. Well, okay, hold on. Oh, where's, oh, I'm on it right now? No. So again, if you break below $3, you're going to be looking for about 2. There's nothing holding you in between 2 and 3, right? $2 and $3 is really flimsy right there. So if you break below $3, be ready for 2, right? $2 is really the most ideal target for Chainlink right now. That is the most ideal target right now for Chainlink. You are in a potential descending triangle, potential breakdown incoming, possibly. If you can hold $3 and break below the downsloping resistance, then you could continue the move, right? Look for confirmations, guys. Look for confirmations. So anyway, guys, if Bitcoin was going to maintain the bullish parabolic trajectory, I'd be looking for something like this. Sideways action going in July and a continuation into August. If Bitcoin was not going to do that and is going to do what I think it's going to do, then we would see a routine parabolic low formed where you get a off your high, you pull back to the in between the 618 and the 50% retrace. About 7,500 is what I'm looking at, and a rally out for the long term. We see this a lot here, guys, throughout. Off the low, rejection, pushback, sideways action, 618, bounce, break all-time highs. Off the low, rejection, pushback, sideways action, 618, bounce. Rejection, hit the 618, bounce, and become extremely parabolic, right? Right now, I think this is what's most likely. Let's see. I can't read everything right now. I'm going to end the stream soon. Be going for about 45 minutes. Definitely hit that like button if you enjoy these types of streams. And also subscribe if you haven't done so. This is just what I have mapped out right now. Let's look at Bitstamp. So finding a bit of support just above 11,500, which is pretty critical. Pretty critical level. You do have a bit of upsloping support here. So we'll see. Of course, things are going to bounce around, but Ronaldo coming in with the 4. What's up, dude? Much appreciated, Ronaldo. Good to have you here. Yeah, shout out to Rich and Wealthy and Ronaldo. Much appreciated. Ronaldo's a new face, I see. Let's see here. I'm gonna end the stream soon, though. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I'm looking for sideways action going into the end of July and a potential pullback going into August, September, and a creation of a longer term, larger scale parabolic trajectory, which could carry us to all-time highs. I just don't think that we're going to hit all-time highs. I mean, you know, if you again, you know, log scale, I mean, it can kind of fool you, but look at linear here, guys. You know, it's possible. It's possible. Very unlikely now. We're getting a lot of resistance, a lot of sell volume here. It's a bit of a stretch right now. Getting to 20,000 is a bit of a stretch. Don't think it's going to happen. It's looking like we are getting that sell volume right now, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Yeah, we'll see. 11,600 right now is acting as temporary support. But, again, 10,700 is that potential. So, yeah, guys, if we were going to continue being bullish, I would say you can go as low as 10,700 before, you know, actually, you know, still maintaining the parabolic trajectory. Right, so that would be the continuation scenario. Of course, you could also continue like this in the shorter term. You could actually get a continuation in this way as well, possibly, quite possible. This would be a lot tighter. You would need some really good support right now. But ultimately, guys, again, I am looking for a test to the 618 fib retracement. And I can't draw. Most likely it'll be right in the middle. Just like, you know, this be front run a little bit, maybe 8,000. I'm looking at 7,500 though. But anyway, sideways action going throughout this month I think is most likely before breakdown. That's what I'm looking for now. Anyway, guys, I'm probably going to end the stream. You guys definitely check out the last video on my channel. The last video called Bitcoin Parabolic Reset. It goes over what I explained in here, but definitely check it out if you haven't. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream, so I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Definitely hit the like if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And yeah, I appreciate you guys all tuning in, and I will see you all in the next stream or the next video, whatever I do. Peace out, guys.